Hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the BWaters Sports Show. I'm your host BWaters, and on today's show we're going to talk about the 2010-2011 NFL playoffs. Now, it's just been, finally, the playoff picture has been decided. Let's start with the AFC. This Saturday we will have the New York Jets traveling to Indianapolis to take on the Colts. This is going to be an exciting matchup. Rex Ryan going against Peyton Manning. Rex Ryan, great defensive mind, used to be the defensive coordinator of the Baltimore Ravens. Now he's the the head coach of the Indianapolis Colts. Many remember last year's AFC Championship game. These two teams met. Mark Sanchez, as a rookie quarterback, just like Flacco as a rookie quarterback the year prior to that, could not get this done. Neither guy could get to the Super Bowl. Now, what better way for Rex Ryan and Mark Sanchez in last year being a rookie head coach, rookie quarterback pairing to make an advance to try to improve to get to the Super Bowl, but by starting off with the team which put them out last year, being the Indianapolis Colts. Everybody knows the Colts are not the same team that they were a year ago. They struggled to get to the playoffs. Last year, they was in the playoffs by week 10. This year, it's been a difficult run for them. So, it's going to be very interesting when the Colts take on the New York Jets. My prediction, I'm going with the Jets on this one. They're 6 seed, but they're not your average 6 seed at 11-5, if I'm not mistaken. They're playing at a high power. They've had that one game against New England, which they were blown out, and ever since they've played better since then. So look for the Jets to, if you want to call it an upset, really can't call it an upset because they had a better record, but look for them to defeat the Colts. The game that follows that will be, as just decided, the Seattle Seahawks playing host to the world champion New Orleans Saints. Now, how about that one? Seattle, the very first team in NFL history to get to the playoffs with a losing record. I've said it time and time again throughout the whole season that the NFC West was a joke, but wouldn't it be fitting if the Seattle Seahawks could surprise a lot of people? They will get Matt Hassel back next week. Wouldn't it be surprising if they could defeat the world champion Saints, who are playing good football this year, but just like the Colts, they're not the same team last year. Pete Carroll, first year in the NFL, definitely looking to see what he could do. His 5th season, but his first year as the Seattle Seahawks coach. Everyone would love to see what he could do for that team. You know, he doesn't have a problem being the first losing team to make it to the playoffs. Another matchup. Let's move on to Sunday. No real need, in my opinion. I don't see the Saints losing that ball game. Look for them to win. Now, the next game, the Baltimore Ravens taking on the Kansas City Chiefs. Every Ravens fan was happy when they saw Adam Vinatieri kick the game-winning field goal that led the Colts to defeat the Titans, because that meant the Colts climbed up to the 3 seed and the Chiefs dropped down to the 4th seed. However, the way the Ravens have been playing sometimes, they've been 12-4, but it's been an ugly 12-4. I really would hate to see them get an early exit. Do I feel they'll get an early exit? No. I feel that the offense, they haven't been that offensive gunslinger, put up 40 points a game team that everyone had hoped for during the off season. But it's the playoffs. It's a new season. I believe now's the time to get it done. You got guys like Ed Reed, Derek Mason, guys who do not have Super Bowl rings. For them, it's now or never. So look for the Ravens to go in. They're going to go into a hostile environment. The Chiefs haven't been to the playoffs in a long time, so they're happy to be hosting. They haven't hosted a game since 2002-2003 season, which they were defeated by the Colts in the shootout. So look for them to be hostile, but also look for the Ravens to come out and play some good football, but they're going to have to play 4 quarters. That's been a big problem that a lot of people have been saying. 4-quarter football and the Ravens have not been existing this year. But my opinion, Ravens will win this probably about 10, 14 points. Last but not least, the Philadelphia Eagles taking on the Green Bay Packers. This matchup right here is going to be a dogfight. You got Michael Vick taking on Aaron Rodgers. Vick did not play this past week. The Eagles going into this riding on a 2-game losing streak. Losing to Dallas earlier was a heartbreak for them due to the fact they had the lead for most of the game when it wasn't tied, and for them to lose with under a minute left to go, definitely not the way you want to go into the playoffs. So this game right here, Eagles were my Super Bowl pick. I'm sticking with them, but Michael Vick is going to have to play his game. The good thing is they will be hosting, so they will have that rowdy Philadelphia crowd. But then again, you can't count on Aaron Rodgers, and the Green Bay Packers have one of the best defenses in the league. So, and they have a young defense. Kind of reminds you of the Bears and the Ravens defenses early in the decade. So I'm looking for, early in the millennium and early in 2000. So I'm looking for this to be a dogfight. My opinion, Eagles will win that one, but it will probably by 3 points with a David Akers field goal. So I want to know your opinions. Want to know what do you think as far as the NFL playoffs, and join us at the conclusion of the Eagles-Packers game as we talk about the upcoming divisional championship games. Thank you. I'm your host, Brian Ward.